Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Okay. How many of them? Only one.
Sir, sir,
Okay.
wait, sir.
Is it audible, my voice? Is it
Yes,
clear?
sir. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Wait, sir.
Okay. So today is a part of final year fifth semester history of modern world from 1500 to 1964. It's a complete world history. And we are going to discuss about the what was done in from the 16th century to 20th century world history. So the firstly, the part of this world history we're going to discuss topics related to the worldwide Renaissance. Till now we already in the till the fourth sem Indian history you already learn, but it is in the fifth semester world history. Some topics related to the Renaissance, Reformation, and revolutions. What are the revolutions take place in the worldwide? Likewise, American Revolution and also French Revolution, Russian Revolution, China Revolution, World War One and World War Two, and till the UNO, the activities and formation of United Nations organization. It's a complete historical aspects we're going to discuss about the world history. So first, we world history start with geographical discoveries. What are the geographical discoveries? You know that in the 14th, 15th century, the Spain and Portugal countries, they conducted some discoveries in the worldwide, geographical discoveries. First, the significance of world history started by geographical discoveries. Geographical discoveries means the sailors, navigators, like Europe, powerful country at the time during the 15th century, Portugal and Spain. The Spain, Portugal, we can say that Spain country that they conducted many researches for the purpose of for the trade, colonial, and searching for the new countries for the trade and business relation with other countries. So, uh, 14th century, 15th century, it was started. Likewise, you know that some of the Columbus was discovered America, and Amerigo Vespucci, Italian traveler, Vasco da Gama. Different sea routes were discovered from Europe to Western Europe to and different parts of other countries. Like from the Europe to India, Vasco da Gama discovered the sea route to India. Columbus discovered America continent, likewise in North America and South America, both. And some of other Amerigo Vespucci, Magellan, Bartholomew Dias, Navico Henry, and these most of the um, world history. First, the geographical discoveries started in that time. After that, sea routes. When the discover of sea routes was completed by some sailors and navigators, it's started the world history. So one country and another for the purpose of trade and business and the colonial relations. Of course, in we started the geographical discoveries after, and the search the by the sea route was mainly used by colonial and Western Europe countries. Likewise, after the Spain, Portugal, France, England, Dutch, means that is an means Holland country, and these all countries, Belgium, Germany. So these all European countries are they want to colonize to Africa and Africa and Asian countries. So because they are well in advanced in education, so page number where we are now introduction started today. First page number one only. First chapter is unit one. I'm saying that someone asked the page number. First chapter only this is. Now till now I discussed with the introduction. Okay. Just before going to the topic, I'm briefly explaining about the how started the world history. That is introduction part. Okay, right. Uh, After the discovery of sea routes, the European countries like France and some other countries are invaded. The same way, according to the fifth semester history syllabus, we started with the Renaissance and nature and effects. First chapter unit was there. So, what is the Renaissance? In Italy, 17th and 18th century. Renaissance means rebirth of knowledge and technology, education, sculpture, art and architecture, intellectuality. So these all. Renaissance means rebirth of reintroduction of writings, reintroduction of knowledge, science, technology, etc. So 15th century, what was done in 1453 at the medieval period of world history, also we can say that medieval period, medieval world, feudalistic nature and tyranny nature, dictatorship type of countries were there in Europe. So during that time, crusade wars were done between crusade wars. Crusade wars means it is between Islamic kingdoms and Christian kingdoms. Both religious wars were done between the two religions in the medieval period. At the same time, dictatorship type of rule was there in the Western Europe, like England, France, and Spain, Portugal are the kingdoms only. And between the two major religions in the world, Christians and Muslims, kingdoms, some wars were taken place. That wars we can call as a crusades. The part of crusades 1453, 1453 AD means CE, Common Era. One second Muhammad, Turkish king, Ottoman Empire, which is a constant. They occupied the Constantinople in 1453. Means till 1453, the Turkey, Constantinople, Middle Europe, and that Holy Roman Empire, which was controlled by Rome, Pope, Christianity domination. That is called as the Holy Roman Empire, Christian kingdom. So that kingdom That's the capital city was Constantinople, which is close to the Turkey. So that after occupation of that Constantinople, Byzantine Empire, we can say that previously earlier that also called as a Byzantine and Holy Roman Empire. That Holy Roman Empire was occupied by second Muhammad, Islamic king, when it is 1453. When was occupied the Constantinople, Holy Roman Empire by Muslim king? So he was the sea routes was not allowed to European scholars, European intellectuals, European traders. They should not allow to cross the Red Sea and Mediterranean Sea towards. That's why all the European scholars and traders and intellectuals, educators, they moved to Italy from Turkey to Constant Holy Roman Empire to they moved to settle in the Rome. Rome means which is in Italy country. So that's why all knowledge, science, medical, engineering, sculpture, art and architecture, what was developed in the Holy Roman Empire, that all intellectuality was again restarted in Italy country. So this is a way we can call as a renaissance or rebirth, reintroduction of knowledge in the Europe. Okay, so Renaissance was started in the in 16th, 17th century in Italy. Due to that, some of authors, writers, the part of world history, it is a it is a awakening of society, subjects, education, and also knowledge. People were learning to new knowledge about solar system, about the astronomy, and also about the sun, moon, solar, planets, and also Earth. Okay, and engineering technology and medical technology and paintings, art and architecture technology was developed in Italy. That's why most of the knowledge was centric. Italy country is a first survival and renaissance reintroduction of knowledge. All the European scholars who came from Holy Roman Empire to settle in Italy, they started to writings and education. The Western Europe is a center for that. So rise of Renaissance, like some cities were Renaissance means it is a first actually it is a word is French word rebirth. We can say that the period which is in 16th century, 17th century. Some of the cities were well developed in Rome, Florence, Venice, Milan, Rome. So these are all some academies. Educational was developed in the Italy first. So that's why rise of knowledge. And due to this Renaissance, classism and means it's a traditionalism, humanism, humanism started, classism started, romanticism started, and humanism means which is all human beings are equal. Classism means which were the people who strongly believed the old culture and tradition. The people who are believing the strong believing old culture and tradition, they call it as a classism or traditionalism. And a new technology, scientificism was some isms was some concepts was developed due to the Renaissance. First number one is a classism, which is from the earlier onwards who are following the strongly believing the religion, culture, tradition as usual they followed. As usual they followed the culture and tradition. And tradition, culturism in second thing is humanism. All human beings are equal. All human beings are equal. when it was developed, the education development after in Rome, and third, scientificism, the development of science about solar system, planets. In the part of Renaissance only, Copernicus, Galileo, Copernicus sun-centric theory, and Ptolemy earth-centric theory. Sun is the center of Earth. Remaining about the solar system, first proved by Copernicus, Galileo telescope invention, and some other inventions, discoveries also in this period only. So it is a way to understanding the world immediately, and most scholars and engineers also they developed. And uh, classism, humanism, romanticism means some writing of stories and novels. It's also developed. Scientificism, the proving of science, medical, and for example, Andres Vesalius, blood circulation theory, William Harvey, and set up structure of human body, organs of structure of Andres Vesalius, the structure of human organs. First, he only uh, discovered that. He only first written about the medical science, structure of human organs, human body. What are the organs were there? How they are structured? The structure of human body, human organs, human body organs. First said by Andres Vesalius, and blood circulation theory by William Harvey. So these were many, the science, medical, humanistic way, education, these all developed in the Renaissance period, the time of during the 17th, 16th and 17th century. So that's why it's an enlightened period. Knowledge was, and main thing in the 16th century only, John Gutenberg, first invention of printing press. After introduction, discovery of printing press, the knowledge was spread to the worldwide and different parts of the country. Means the printing press, after paper invention by the China, the knowledge, books, Bible was printed Bible about God, about ethics, about moral values, about the religion, the greatness of Pope Jesus Christ, the greatness of Jesus Christ. So religion also they incorporated in the books. That is a holy book of Christians, which is called as a Bible. So that Bible printed and they spread distribute to the people, and also about science, about education, about religion, about human values. These all scientists, writers, Boccaccio, one of the greatest author in the Renaissance period, Petrarch, one of another, and some other way, the different art and architecture also developed. Here, the painting and sculptures, art and architecture, Gothic Gothic style, which was developed by England, Western Europe, the structure of building technology, Gothic style, and many churches, buildings, what are the developed by the style of Gothic style in England or Western Europe. Okay, like this, these all inventions were developed, and the Renaissance period, knowledge was spreaded. So in the world history, in the science, like now at present day, we can see any subject was word came from Greek, Latin, Rome. We can reading the books many terms of different subjects now, history, economics, some other books we are seeing. That word derived from whatever the subject, whatever the topic you can take, that word derived from Greek language or Rome language, Latin language, Arabic, some other languages were developed. French language, German language. Okay, so first they written some books. Petrarch he written Africa and Secret book, and D. Cameron, Divine Comedy, Dante, one of the author. Prize of Folly, he written one of the book, one of the main Erasmus in Erasmus, one of the great author from Dutch. Dutch means Holland. Holland country scientist. He is one of the author. He written one book, Prize of Folly. Prize of Folly is giving more information about there is no mediator between God and human. The mediator is a misconduct and misguide the people. Between God and human, no middle personality. The person can reach to directly to God, is said by Erasmus, one of the great author. Means he developed the Erasmus, he developed the humanistic way. The person is belongs to the human or not. All human beings are equality. He said by Erasmus. So the greatest writers in the Renaissance period, Petrarch, Boccaccio, and also Erasmus, and different authors were there. And Machiavelli, the Prince book, you know that in a great political philosopher, Machiavelli. So in the latter period, like Aristotle, Plato, Socrates, also they came in Greek Rome, that Greek region. Socrates. Okay. So first, thinking of thinkers, philosophers also started in the first the Greek and Rome region. Okay. So art and architecture, painting, sculpture also here the some universities of Italy, some other Florence, church, building of churches, domes, style of arches, style of building churches, the technology, the building technology also, engineers also. Here the one greatest sculptures were there. Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, they are the great Mona Lisa, the great painting in the during this time, Mona Lisa, which was painted by Leonardo da Vinci. So painting technology also developed in the Renaissance period. So first, uh, it is a even the painting, art, architecture also is a part of knowledge. So that and music, guitar, violin also will be first introduced in the like guitar type music instruments, which is nowadays using for the entertainment, for making of film many. So that is a guitar, violin also will be first introduced in the this period only, so 18th century, 17th and 18th century in Italy. So technology, science and philosophy. I told you that the medicine, Ptolemy, Greek astronomer, proposed geocentric theory. Okay, Ptolemy was previously said geocentric theory means Earth is the center of the solar system, but it is wrong. After that, Copernicus, Hellenistic theory. Hellenistic theory means first the sun is the center of solar system. It is a Copernicus. Okay, science and technology, philosophy, art and architecture, languages, Oriental some languages, engineering technology. These all first developed in the 17th and 18th century in Rome. It is a part of Renaissance in Europe, Western Europe. Okay, the next I'm briefly explaining that because of all the topics we should cover. Second, the page number 9, unit 2, rise of Reformation movements, types of and types and impact. Reformation movement. First of all, what is the Reformation? Reformation movement means against religious domination. By the medieval period, feudals and religious officials, they were dominated to the society. See, I'm saying about the second chapter, rise of Reformation movement, type and impact. So Reformation means it is a one people's movement was raised against the church. The wrongs, what was mistakes and wrongs were done by the church. Some unnecessary collection of taxes from the people by the church, for the involvement of illegal activities by the church officials who are done some wrong things wrong way. They are collecting the money from the unnecessarily from the people. Against that, people was started some revolt against the church. So that is called as a Reformation movement. The Renaissance, due to the Renaissance, the man can get some knowledge. I told you in Renaissance is a base for spreading of knowledge, extension of knowledge, extension of knowledge. It was done by the due to the Renaissance period. So in Renaissance period, what was done? Many writers, authors, painters, engineers, political philosophers, thinkers, and many intellectuality, knowledge was developed in the Renaissance period. But that knowledge, printing press, everything knowledge was spreaded in the Renaissance period. After that, the people were thinking by own. After getting knowledge, what they have to do, the second step of the people, they have to implementation of that knowledge. First, the person can learn the language, learn the knowledge. After learning that knowledge, they have to second their implementation of their application to their knowledge. What was they learn? They have to apply to the in their own purpose. So the second, after implementation of this uh, Renaissance period, what knowledge was spreaded? That knowledge was useful by the man to question the church officials, what was going on wrong by the church officials. So the common man encouraged the express freely and fearless thoughts, relevance by worldly, free of their own thoughts. Firstly, I told you that the Prince Machiavelli, the Prince book was written, Machiavelli, political philosopher. That book is gave knowledge to the people to question the higher authorities. Some related to the welfare of the people, democratical some democratical activities, democratical thoughts, how question, how rectify the government, how to settle the government, and how to develop the people, all-round development, how to education development, technology development, political awareness, and relation with society, the man relation with society, social life. So these all learn in the at the time of Renaissance period. But here the second chapter, Reformation movement was taken place. Church officials unnecessarily they collecting taxes from the people. Firstly, causes for the Reformation. If you discuss about the causes for the Reformation, some political causes, economic causes, religious causes. Political causes, the people get some awareness in 16th, 17th century. Means they are questioned to despotism against despotism means kingship. The king means all powers with the single person, but the one man can handle the all type of powers. It is a tyranny or a dictatorship. They question the people. Their awareness of nationalism, another side, and Pope is to decide some to appoint some officers in the churches, in the all the judicial powers, political powers, executive powers with handled by the Pope. Pope means is a head of the Christian religion who lived in the Vatican City at present day. At the time, Rome. Rome is a center of the Christianity. All guidelines and instructions of which is related to the Christianity, to religious instruction, Christian religion, how, what are the norms, conditions, and instruction they have to follow. That instructions will come from the Pope. Pope is the highest authorized person who give the religious instruction to the people. At present day also, he lived in the Vatican City. Uh, at that time, Pope Leo VI, Pope Pius VI, in 15th and 16th century, Pope Alexander VI, some they were one the politically they have to whatever the kings were there in the remaining country, they are indirectly religion is a ruling. For example, France, Spain, Portugal, and Turkey, wherever the kings were there, for the name of the king only, all powers with handled by the Pope. So finally, the Christian religion head Pope, what he will say, they have to follow the all the kings. So the rulers they did not have any own independent powers. Everything instruction is given by the Pope. So indirectly, Pope Christian religion dominating to the all the countries king rulers. So that's why politically they are weak. Pope is a remaining other kings. Some kings are they question the Pope authority. So this is our country. We will rule. Why the Pope is dominating to the kings? So that is one of the political cause. Second, economic causes: tithe, onnets, Peter pence. There's the three type of taxes imposed by the church on the common people. Reformation movement is against the Christian, against the church. Common people fight against the church authority. The church is unnecessary collecting the taxes from the people. First is Peter pence. Christian households, every Christian family should pay the some tax to building of churches, like a Saint Peter's Church, Saint Petersburg. Also, they build like that only. All the Christian families, those who are following the Christian religion, they should pay tax. First tax is the Peter pence. Next, tithe, 1/10 of their income source. Tithe, another tax. On its every Christian, they should pay these three kind of taxes. Means some Christian traders, merchants should pay. Common, generally who are following the Christian religion, they should pay some tax to development of Christianity, for the spreading of Christianity, missionary activities. So they have to follow the Christianity, and the Christian person can helping to develop the Christian religion also in the worldwide with the help of financial helping, giving some money, giving some tax to the church for spreading the Christianity. So it's a mandatory for all common people. But some of the poor peoples, they are unable to pay the taxes. So they are questioned the church officials. We're going to stop the paying of taxes. Why we should pay the taxes? Religion is a our by our wishing we are following the Christianity, but why we should pay this type of taxes with compulsory? So Peter Pan's tithe, 1/10th, and also on its these three kind of taxes they are forcibly collected the from the people. Church officers forcibly collecting taxes. The church building construction of what are the structure of the Christianity. First head of the Christianity is a pope. After the second bishops, archbishops, and also dukes, archdukes, pastors, fathers, brothers, and sisters. This is the structure of Christianity. It's not at present day. From the beginning onwards, one of the structural organ was there to missionary activities. That's why at present day, Christianity is a worldwide the largest religion in the world. Christian religion. They are building because of they are following the Christianity as well as they are paying some taxes to develop the Christian religion for the missionary activities for helping some of the. So like that, at present day, the many countries are following Christianity. So the part of world history we are discussing the second unit, Reformation movement. The people are not accepted these all taxes. They should pay the to decide the fight against church officials to remove these all kind of unnecessary taxes. So that's why is economic activity. That's why the church official here they are all due to all this Pope and church became wealthy, and the wealth of the church was regarded wealth of God. They misconduct the misbehavior information misinformation they have to wrong information is circulated by the officials. If you give the tax to the church, nothing but that money is goes go to reach to the God. Okay, so the it's a holy place. We are respecting our religion to develop their Christian religion. So like that, in 17th century, church officials, pope, pastors, they imposed the different type of taxes on the common people in Europe, Western Europe. Okay, so the people are aggressed. They are questioned the church for the stop. We are going to stop the paying of these all kind of taxes. The church had laid down moral code for commerce in the medieval period. The condemned access of profit and usury. The advice to people to earn only their wages, give away rest of the church. Okay, so like this, all the middle class people, poor people also not exempted. Forcibly, with pressurized church to people to collect the taxes. So people are aggressive. They decided to condemn and they decided to fight against the church officials. They are following Christianity, but they did not want to pay the tax to the church. This is the Reformation movement. Third religious cause, one more. The Reformation movement began against the abuse of Christian authority. Many of the clergies ignored their responsibilities and duties. Okay, the people are paying the different type of taxes to the church, but that money should illegal used by all these officials in wrong way. They are constructing their houses, enjoying their life, pastors and church officers. Okay, forcibly collecting the tax, and that money should not using pay, paying to not using the proper way. Church officers were um, behavior misbehavior, that money should pay the illegal activities. They are improving their own wealth. Selfish way. They have to uh, increasing their property. So the public money is wasting by the church officers. So that's why one more here, indulgence papers. Pope Leo VI, Pope Pius VI, one of the, and also Alexander VI. This Pope is the head of the Christian religion. So they decided to selling the papers to the common people. What is the document? One of the document, like in our now present day, we are using the bond papers. TS government, Telangana government, one bond papers should be there. Their agreement papers will be there. 100 rupees, 50 rupees, like that one bond papers. Like that, church officials, they created one document on bond paper, nothing but that bond paper, all the prayers should be right. The people who are following the Christianity, the Christians who are going daily the church, if do some mistakes, wrongs in their life, cheating or uh, any wrong thing, any mistakes, any crime in their life, they should buy the document. In the document, they should write their name and um, and the document by and write that all details for the convenience and submit to the church faster. They buy the paper, write the name, crime, wrongs, mistakes, and again that paper should be submit to the church faster. That faster should read a prayer in front of Christ, and these all sins should be removed. So that is a wrong notion. One of the wrong opinion was created among the people. The person who done mistake or wrongs, they can buy this document on paper and write all the wrongs what is done, and again they are requesting to God to remove this all crime and mistakes what was done. So these papers were completely sailing by Tedgel, one of the officer. Tedgel, church official, they appointed one person to sailing these papers, these documents. Generally, the human in general, every person in any time, they can do any mistakes or wrongs. Unexpectedly, some wrongs, crime also will be done sometimes. So they have to purchase this document and mention in that what is done wrong, mistake, and give to the pastor. He can read the prayer in the name of this person. Then it is all sin, all wrongs should remove from his life. So that is a means God can, these people can requesting to God to remove all these sins. But it is a, whatever we done the mistakes, it should be not go for the rectifying in the future sense. But they are what they created feeling among the people who done wrongs mistake. They can buy this paper and submit to the again faster. So money was, lakhs of money was collected from the unnecessarily by Ted jail employee. So these all church officials were for the most of the money collected from the people unnecessarily, and people are suffered a lot. Common people, they should not pay the taxes and these indulgences papers. So this completely wrong notion. That's why in the different countries, first the Reformation movement was started by Martin Luther in Germany. The question will come: the Reformation movement. Explain about the Reformation movement. Martin Luther, John Calvin in France, Ulrich Zwingli in Switzerland, and Jesuits in Sweden, and Protestant in within the religion also in Protestants and Roman Catholics. Okay, so we are explaining about the religious movement, religious reformation movement in the Western Europe. Okay, so because of the most of the all Western countries are in the Christian religions, Christian countries. That's why we are explaining about the against religion, what movements were done in the Western Europe. First, in the Martin Luther. So this Pope unnecessarily these taxes, these all questioned by the Martin Luther in Germany. 95 theses, big poster he released. Tedgel indulgences. He questioned the Tedgel. In the Bible, these all things are not there to collect the money, to collect the tax, and to sell the documents. These things are not there in the Bible, but the church officials are involving the crime, bribe, means corruption. Corruption is participating, taking money from the people. Whatever they are policy introducing, they are collecting some way in the uh, tithe on its some different taxes. So, Martin Luther is one of the faster in one church. So he said the people to stop the paying of all kind of taxes. Need not to pay any kind of tax to the church. Just you can worship your pray to God with a simple way. So if you to become a Christian, this you have to pay these all type of taxes. So 95 theses against Pope, the big posters, pamphlets printed by Martin Luther against church, opposition of church is many areas, many cities in Germany. He traveled, he visited, and to aware the people, stop the paying of taxes to the Christian church. So he built own church for the free of cost. Every Christian should come and worship to God, pray to God. So he gave freedom to the people. So arrested and keep into jail. Many arrests were done by Martin Luther. So 90, he even though he fight against the church officials. First person who questioned to the church, Martin Luther from Germany. This only called as the Lutheranists. Lutheranists. Lutheranists means the followers of Martin Luther. Who is Martin Luther? Is a great religious reformer from Germany who questioned the church officials' unnecessary taxes against the unnecessary churches and unnecessary rituals. So Martin Luther is a representative of Germany against the church officials. So this is a religious reformation movement. Next, in France, John Calvin. Protestant, this Martin Luther is only called as a Protestant Pope. Protestant Pope. He called as a Protestant Pope. You know that in Roman Catholics, Christian religion, Protestants and Catholics, two categories are there. Catholics were they should follow the
Church principles.
church principles and as usual without changing old principles. And Protestants means who question the old methods, the replacement by new principles. They are the Protestants. So Martin Luther is a Protestant because he questioned the old principles. What are there? What are the sufferings were there? People taxes, unnecessary money was collecting by the officer. These all things are questioned by the Martin Luther. So Martin Luther, yes, Martin Luther gets supported from the people in Germany. So after seeing the Germany Martin Luther movement, Another country in France, John Calvin. John Calvin. He is also established Huguenots. Huguenots means who are following the John Calvin. Okay, who are who are the people activists following the Martin Luther? They call as the Lutheranists. And France, the Calvin is a John Calvin is a in France one of the great leader. He supported to the Martin Luther. He take as a model of Martin Luther in France churches against France country churches officials. John Calvin fight and to stop the unnecessary things in the French France country. So he called as a the people is called as a Huguenots. Huguenots means the follower of John Calvin. So in Germany, Martin Luther fought against the church. In France, John Calvin. And remaining some other countries also like Puritans in England. Puritans. So these all Reformation movement because of church is involving the corruption activities. Okay, so these who fight against the church, they printed the Bibles, distributed to the people free of cost, because Bible what is there that is not implemented by the officials. They kept aside. The people are uneducated at that time. So what the father or the church officials what they said, that is blindly they followed, but they crossed their limits. Corruption activities, tax collection, these all will be not there in the Bible. We are by our wish, we have to donate the money to the church. But the church, what was done, forcibly collected the money from the people, taxes. So many conferences were done, and France and Germany and also England, Puritans, and also Switzerland, Ulrich Zwingli in Switzerland, Jesuits, Ignatius Loyola, Jesuit Society. So these all are Christian, for the correction of Christian religion. This movement was done. Counter Reformation, Catholic Reformation. So here the Protestant movement and Catholic movements. You see, Protestants means who are opposed the old methods of Christian religion. Catholics means they did not change. They simply, as usual, the Christian principles, instruction they have to follow. They are called as the Catholics. Okay. Counter Reformation of for the supporting of Pope. Catholics are full support to the Pope, but Protestants were they questioned the Pope activities. Okay, so this is called as a Reformation movement. I explained the two units today. That first one is the Renaissance and nature and effects. Due to the Renaissance, knowledge, writings, art, architecture, some authors, science developed, solar system, Copernicus, Galileo, Ptolemy. So these all was first. It's entering into the modern society by the after getting knowledge, the people are fight against the Christianity. Second chapter, that is the rise of Reformation and impact. So third one is the industrial revolution was there. Okay, industrial revolution. It also in the 17th, 18th century. Uh, First, the setting of to establishment of more and more industries. What is the cause of what is the base of industries? Technology development. Where it should have the taken place the technology development and
Britain.
Renaissance. Okay, science where the engineering, technology, and medicine where was developed. From there to it's a way to industrial revolution. How to set up the industry by the technical knowledge. Technical knowledge is a base is a Michelangelo engineer first Renaissance period. So industrial revolution, third unit, industrial invention, discovery of some new methods in all machinery was taken place. Man-made activities the replaced by machinery activities in the 17th and 18th century. In agriculture, textile industry, and iron, coal, varieties, and also remaining technology, roads, construction of the roads, and to develop the uh, what is to road technology, introduction of railways, introduction of airways development. So these
Steam engine.
steam engine. So this in the part of third unit, it is there, industrial revolution. So now that base is only continuing, updating every day by day. What technology was taken place in the 17th, 18th century. This industrial revolution first started in England. First started in England. Knowledge developed in Rome, Greek and Rome, but the Greek Rome country is a very smallest. Italy, there is no way to big industries, the space. So that in England, iron, coal, mines. So whether many rivers were there, water also more required. That's why industries, setuping of industries, more and more scope for in England. That's why industrial revolution was first started in England country. From there to Germany, Spain, other countries, different European countries are started the manufacturing production of different goods. Okay, so unit 3, simply you can also read textile industry, handlooms, thread making, weaving, because textile, cotton, production of cotton, producing of cotton and making cloth, spinning frames, James Watt steam engine, applying the machinery technology was started in the. So you can read this railways introduction, coal transportation, road transportation. Because of we have the only 3 classes, every topic it is not unable to explain that because of a lack of less classes. That's why you can read this industrial revolution, telegraph, airtel, means air travel, maritime transport, railways. So these are introduced in the 18th and 19th century. So that is the way to development of more and more industries. Okay. So this unit 3 you can read. We were next in the class Black to national movements, the era of revolutions. That we going to next class we have to going to start with revolutions, America revolution and Russia revolution, Congress of Vienna, national movements in Italy and Germany. That will the next class we will have to take. So this industrial revolution you have to read because we have only in online classes 3, and within a 3 entire syllabus it is not possible. I am
We have
briefing. Yes,
6 days, sir.
only 3 classes online. 3 already offline over now.
Yes,
Already
sir.
3 offline, 3 is online. So within these 3, just I am fastly um, briefing the all chapters. Okay, if you read, if you have any doubts, you can ask to me in the next class. Okay,
Okay, sir. Thank you.
any doubts? So we'll see the next class, the revolutions, block 2. Next class I have to explain that revolutions, American War of Independence and French Revolution, Napoleon. It's also main important topic only. Okay.
హలో రెహనా,
హలో
మీరు ఏ గ్రూప్ ఉన్నారో నాకు తెలియటం లేదు.
బిఏ
బిఏలో నేను తెలియదు, అంటే చాలా గ్రూప్.
ఓకే ఓకే
ఓకే కదా, నా నెంబర్ ఇస్తే తీసుకోండి.
ఓకే. తొందరగా చెప్పండి, క్లాస్ ఎండ్ అయిపోతుంది.
86
86
88
88
38
38
27
27